What's up everybody, welcome back to another vlog. Today's vlog we're going to talk about what I like about the GT3 so far, what I don't like about the GT3, and the overall impressions with this car after about 2 months of owning it. So let's get this vlog started. We're going to go ahead and meet some friends, and then I'll talk to you guys in a little bit while we're driving. Alright guys, so the 911 GT3 991.1. First of all, I've had the car for 2 months. And I'm gonna tell you some of the pros. I'm gonna go wash the car. That's actually where I'm headed. And then after that, I'll tell you some of the cons. Overall, this is just my perspective of this car and whatever I've learned so far in the past 2 months. So, first pro is that it's a naturally aspirated engine, 3.8 liter flat six. And honestly speaking, there's nothing like this engine once it's at a higher RPM. So, oh, this guy's really grilling me down. The engine screams, and it is one of the greatest NA motors. Now, the 3.8 liters had the recall. This car has the G6 motor. So if you don't know, the G6 motor was a motor that Porsche replaced for all 0.1 GT3s that had problems with the lifters. So this car has had that done, and so that it doesn't give me any issues or any, not issues, but it doesn't give me any sort of you know, stressful thoughts about that at all. 991.1 has a lighter steering wheel compared to the new GT3s, which kind of makes it more of a fun, engaging car for me to drive than the newer stuff. The newer stuff is a lot more techy, which I like too, but I was able to add enough tech for me in this car, which gives me everything I really need. Now, the looks of this car, it's a preference thing, right? It's a GT3. The RS in this generation is pretty aggressive. With this GT3, I have a big wing and some aero that was done prior, so it's all subjective. So looks I can't really say much on, but it is definitely more aggressive than a regular Carrera or a Turbo or whatnot. So definitely the GT3s and the RSs, they hold that in their favor. Now, the thing with this car is that what I realized is that the capabilities around corners for this car is insane. So I've owned so many cars throughout the years. I actually have never driven a car that is so gripped to the road. So around a bend is where this car shines. If straight line speed, it is amazing as well. Like, I love the 3.8 flat six with an exhaust. It needs an exhaust. That's one thing for sure it needs. So you know, but it is a cornering machine, and you have to drive one to really understand. I've driven BMWs, M cars, AMG cars, and like nothing, even exotics, man, like a lot of stuff doesn't handle as well as this car, and I don't know what it is, what magic they did, but it is what it is. So now, the other pro is that Porsche quality is always going to be top tier. This is already a 14-year-old car. It's a 2014, so or 15 or 14-year-old car, yeah. So it's not subjectively any, you know, for any people, it's not new, but 14-year-old car, and the interior still stands, you know, to this day, like, pretty good. So you can say that quality for Porsche is so good with the carbon. Nothing is bubbling. The leather's been good. It's handling, you know, overall usage. The seats have been really nice. Like, they look brand new. Even the bolsters, compared to the R8, the bolsters are very good in terms of their quality and strength. The R8, the bolsters, if you sat on them a little bit more rigid and for a longer time, they would cripple, and that's it. The crumple zone would always be there. But with these bolsters and seats, it's been great, and the Alcantara in the car is amazing. So definitely I have to give it to Porsche for their interiors. Nothing creaks, nothing makes sounds, which I also love. So the pros, as I said, is that the heritage factor, interior quality, engine sound, and also the resale value. So the quality of this car really speaks when it comes to the resale value. If you have a 991.1 with a G6 motor, pretty much like well spec'd, you can drive the car and not lose much money. I'm not buying the cars to really care about that factor. I enjoy them to drive them, and I buy them to enjoy them, sorry. but you know, it's not my main cause of the reason why I buy them, but it is a great thing. So yeah, we're almost at the car wash now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wash up this car, quick little montage of that, maybe if I can get you guys, and then we'll proceed to the cons. There are cons for every car, nothing's perfect, so I kind of want to give you guys that as well. So I came back home because it got dark outside. It's getting cold in Canada quicker. And I thought I'd tell you guys about the cons. So we talked about the pros. Car is fully washed now, so it's fully cleaned up. And we'll talk about the cons of this car. So first con for this car is that it is a race car for the street. And what I mean by that is it's stiff, not really an easy car to live day to day when you compare it to, like, you know, a German luxury sedan or anything like that. Yes, you can use it every day, but it's low, it's stiff, it's not that practical. I mean, the front trunk is really great, but other than that, the back seat area isn't really too practical. Second thing, it chews tires like crazy because of the aggressive stance of the car, and because of the alignment and the way this car sits. It's honestly meant for spirited driving. So driving it every day, again, chews through tires. I think these Cup 2s probably gonna last me like 6,000-7,000 kilometers, and that's it. So it does definitely impact your wallet if you are trying to drive this car every day. Another thing with this car is that there's a stigma with the whole thing about the engine, as I spoke before. Now, this one has a G6. Anything with a G6 replacement should be good to go. But again, you never know, right? So a engine from Porsche to replace on this car is about $100,000 Canadian. So if anything goes wrong, you're $100,000 out of your pocket for that engine. So that's why people try to get the 991.2. Another thing is, in the eyes of Porsche enthusiasts, the 991.1 GT3 is still kind of the entry-level GT3. For me, more than enough, but as I said, I was looking for a driver. This is a driver, and this is a car that, you know, isn't perfect. It's not rough around the edges, but it's not perfect where I have to worry about a little stone chip here and there. And the price difference between a 0.1 and a 0.2 are so significant that, you know, if I'm paying about $150,000 to $160,000 more for a 0.2, or even, let's say, minimum to minimum high mileage on both sides, like 80, 90,000, $100,000 more, is it still justifiable? I don't know. So that's one thing for sure. Last few things is that the car, because of the lightweight component of the vehicle, it has been lightened out completely. So it is a lot more road noise inside, which definitely impacts you on a daily basis if you're trying to enjoy that car. Because as I said, because it's a lighter weight version, GT3, the GT cars are always just more louder on the interior. The other thing that most people don't know is that this 991.1 generation, so 0.1s, GT3s, did not come in manual. It's a deal breaker for some, but PDK for me is good. The only thing is the servicing for PDK, servicing for this car can be expensive because the fluids and all that stuff. And the PDK, as I said, the PDK service is, I think, close to around $2,000 or $2,500. So definitely the servicing is more, and some people want the manual component. I've driven manual for 16, 17 years, wanted a little bit of a change, and it was a quick car, as an affordable car. So I kind of got this one instead of the manual. As I said, the 0.2s came in manual, so Porsche realized they kind of missed on that mark, and then they made a manual for the 0.2s, but it's okay. It's at the end of the day, the price difference, as I said, is so significant that I am enjoying this. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's all really I could think of. And other than that, the car is so stable, so perfect. Has been such a fun car to drive. Has completely changed my perspective of Porsche. And I think as going further, doing some more stuff to this car, as I've already done a few things just to bring it back to, you know, the tech side of things, like the Apple CarPlay or the newer steering wheel, stuff like that. I'll start to bring it up, but honestly, it's such a perfect car. The box, it's been done up so nicely from the previous owner as well, that I just didn't want to touch it too much. But there are certain things I want to be looking over, some maintenance things I have to go over, and I'll bring you guys along that journey as well. So make sure you guys subscribe, like, and comment. I just wanted to make a quick video of the pros and cons. Peace.